Hello friends, do you think to become more efficient and successful in your life? If yes, then let's know about the 80-20 rule invented by Vilfredo Pareto in Italy in 1906, also known as Pareto Principle. Pareto noticed 20% of the pea pods in his garden provided 80% of the peas, and he further determined that 20% of the population in Italy owned 80% of the land. Dr. Joseph Juran applied 80-20 rule to quality control in 1940s. What he found that 80% of the problems with products were caused by 20% of the production defects. So, overall quality could be increased by reducing 20% production defects. Let's see few daily life examples where 20% of criminals commit 80% of crimes and 20% of drivers cause 80% of all traffic accidents. 80% of pollution originates from 20% of all factories. 20% of companies' products represent 80% of sales. 20% of employees are responsible for 80% of the result, and 20% of students have grade 80% or higher. Also, approximately 73% wealth are made by one person. Hope you are surprised to see all these examples. So friends, 80-20 principle has emerged, the life-changing principle. The 80-20 principle states that there is an inbuilt imbalance between causes and results, input and output, efforts and rewards. So the majority is having little impact and minority is having dominant impact. 80% of the results, outputs, rewards can be derived from 20% causes, input or efforts. If a business finds that 80% of its profits come from 20% of its products, it should put more efforts over 20% than paying equal attention to whole customer group or the business. The 80-20 principle says that do not tackle everything with equal efforts. Identify the areas that have the greatest potential to focus either selling of products, cost reduction, or the skills to improve. Concentrate 80% of your efforts here for the efficiency or robust success. Let's take an example of stock, which is measured in SKU called stock keeping units. Around 20% of the SKUs contribute to 80% of total revenue, which means that 80% of slow moving stock is very expensive and cash guzzling or consuming to keep and hence unprofitable. Also, while making any cost reduction, just focus on big ticket items and negotiate to bring it down rather than focusing in all the areas. Expect 20% to lead to 80% and 80% to result in 20%. So, ruthlessly prune 80% activities. Friends, we should do the following for the application of the 80-20 principle. Celebrate exceptional productivity rather than raise average efforts. Be selective, not exhaustive. Do not put average efforts into many things. People who achieve the most are selective as well as determined. Choose our careers and employers with extraordinary care. Strive for excellence in few things, rather good performance in all the fields. Only do the things we are best at doing and enjoy most. Delegate wherever possible. Work out where 20% efforts can lead to 80% results. Calm down and target a limited number of valuable goals where the 80-20 principle will work for us. The success of 80-20 principle depends on the use of your limited and valuable time. So focus on the things that can advance purpose of your life. Things really you wanted to do in your life. Focus on 20-80 relationship of time to results. Think innovative ways of doing. Tasks which other people tell it cannot be done and things other people did successfully. Use your own creativity, delegate the tasks. Finally, target the goals for which it is now or never. Most of us don't think what we want. So if you do not aim, you will never get it. So we need to start asking few important questions to apply 80-20 rule in our life. Am I living with the right person or people? Am I living in the right place? Am I working the right hours? Do I feel in control? Can I exercise and meditate when I want? Am I nearly relaxed and comfortable with surroundings? Do I have everything that I need? And lot many questions. So keep in mind that ultimate goal must be the happiness. The main aim should be happiness. So let's understand it more. A happy day can be started with physical exercise, friends. It really works. Do mental stimulation activities, which includes mental exercise such as crossword puzzle, reading newspaper, magazine, book reading, and talking to an intelligent friend about an abstract topic. Do meditation, going to concert, art gallery, theater, movie, watching the sunrise or sunset, and looking at stars. Do a random act of kindness for other persons. Take a pleasure break. Give yourself a treat, and the final habit is to congratulate yourself at the end of every day to make yourself happy. So, friends, you can read the book called The 80-20 Principle written by Richard Koch for more ideas, and thank you for watching it.